Another headliner in the coronavirus crisis is the World Health Organization, now being called the Wuhan Health Organization, and many other names which I'm not very keen to repeat. Suffice to say, the WHO's loopholes have been exposed. And one of the biggest chinks in its armor, no pun intended, is its response to Taiwan. Taiwan is one of the success stories. It has controlled the outbreak. The world is quoting Taiwan's example, but the WHO is not. Far from applauding it, the World Health Organization does not even recognize it. The reason is China. China has locked Taiwan out of the World Health Organization because China stakes claim over Taiwan. It sees Taiwan as a breakaway province. In fact, it has been blocked from many platforms because China has the money and the muscle to do this. Even in this pandemic, Taiwan is excluded from emergency meetings at the WHO. So Taiwan is excluded. It does not get important briefings from global experts. It does not get an invite to attend WHO annual meetings. And come to think of it, given WHO's record on the coronavirus, there is not much that Taiwan is missing. In fact, perhaps because of this lack of access, Taiwan has been ahead of the curve. Taiwan was the first to alert the WHO about this outbreak. It had sent the first warning in December itself. It said that there was a human-to-human transmission, but the warnings were ignored. The Taiwanese government says the WHO's China bias made it blind to the threats. And now Taiwan has levied a very serious charge. It says the World Health Organization is burying reports, information that could be critical to the fight against the pandemic.
Really, it is a constant fear, not knowing what's going to happen tomorrow. I will give an example when the crisis started in Lebanon. The banks were giving $400 a week, then $200 a week, then $100 every 2 weeks. How are we to survive if for cat food I need like $5,000 a month and I can't get the cash and the supplier wants cash?
Now, Taiwan has faced this before. It raises an objection every time it is ignored. But when the world is fighting a pandemic, Taiwan says it should not be left out. The Taiwanese government cites its successes in controlling the outbreak, and it wants to contribute to the global effort. China won't let it. Not only has it denied Taiwan access to global forums, it is trying to browbeat the media when Taiwan's case is presented. On Monday evening, the Chinese embassy in New Delhi released the statement. It slammed the Indian media for reporting on Taiwan's demands for a WHO membership. The statement says Taiwan has no right to join the WHO. It ends with advice for the Indian media. The embassy has asked journalists to follow the One China principle and to not provide a platform to what it calls Taiwan independence forces. Unfortunately for China, the press in India has independence too. And all the bad press and pressure is forcing the WHO to course correct, just about. It doesn't want to be seen as alienating Taiwan anymore, so to save face, it has released this statement. It says that the WHO is working with all health authorities, including health experts from Taiwan, as they should. What Taiwan has been able to do is remarkable. It has saved lives without the support of global bodies. At a time when the world's leading nations are struggling, the WHO is taking a huge risk by keeping Taiwan out. It must end this unfair boycott, at least in times of such an emergency.